Based on the list in Colorado, it almost seemed as if someone was going down an alphabetical list of districts in Colorado.
Well, now the FBI and Colorado's Department of Homeland Security are trying to help local police departments investigate. 9 News reporter Steve Stager's been talking with some of the law enforcement officials about how difficult this type of investigation is.
Yeah, Tom, it's going to be tough. You'll note a lot of these calls came through on non-emergency lines, and in some cases, that didn't even allow those lines to record the call itself. Alamosa, for example, told me today the call that came through there came through on the administrative phone line for their 911 center, so it wasn't recorded. And a law enforcement source in Estes Park told me that the call came in to the community building department in that city. Luckily, they were able to record some of the call. Former FBI Special Agent in Charge Bob Pence told me by phone today that these are extremely complex investigations. People have technology that can spoof phone calls, and they'll call from faraway places at times. We talked to the commander, to Commander Doug Infeld with Brighton PD this afternoon. They got a threat this morning to Brighton High School, a man calling saying they had a bomb and an AR-15 outside of that school. Brighton PD works with 27J schools to practice for situations like this, and police were there within a minute. They swept the common areas of that school, realizing that no one was there. So now the investigation starts.
I would imagine now with the FBI being involved in this and with the broad range of areas that were affected across Colorado, that all of those agencies will cooperate to share information so that whoever did this can be identified and can be held, held in criminal court liable for what they've done.
So the FBI told us today they're working with local law enforcement agencies in each of these 13 or more communities to try to track down whoever made these calls. The Colorado Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Management also offering some help to local agencies. This is by no means the first time that this has happened in Colorado, and coming up at 5, we'll take you inside another hectic situation just like this last fall when someone called in threats at several schools in southern Colorado. You'll see the response from officers, and we'll talk about how difficult these cases are to investigate when we see you at 5 o'clock.
Sounds good. Thank you, Steve.
Certainly seems like a new problem, but individuals who report false threats can face serious legal consequences, like here in Colorado, where someone convicted of reporting a false active shooter threat can not only face jail time, but also restitution costs for those costs of all the emergency responses. 9 News legal analyst Scott Robinson says lawmakers here have made the consequences severe, and reporting a fake threat isn't something that anyone should take lightly.
Falsely reporting an active shooter has just the same penalties as third-degree assault. So this is not some juvenile prank. This is a potential life-changing decision by anyone who makes one of these ill-advised calls.
As it stands, there is currently no federal statute regarding these fake threats, so it's all handled at the state or the local level. But Scott says a threat against a federal building, like the FBI building in Denver, would likely result in federal charges as well.